I think it's also important for us to think about trying to live in harmony with a more natural environment. We think about going camping. When we camp, we live more like the cavemen and women did because the sun goes down and we don't have light and we might build a bonfire and sit around it and roast marshmallows. But when I'm camping, I go to sleep pretty early and I wake up when the sun comes up. Right. That's more what the cavemen and women tended to do. In addition, other things that regulate the clock, you've mentioned food availability, but also exercise. Cavemen and women ran around a lot. They were hunter-gatherers. Some of us in modern society are more sedentary. But what's happening with the invention of electric lights, we're getting way more light at times that we never got light as cavemen and women. And we can go to the refrigerator and grab food in the middle of the night or a chocolate bar, as I am sometimes guilty of doing because I can't sleep. And so, we've changed the environment that we live in so radically over a couple of hundred years. And more recently, with all of the cell phones and pads and computers and so forth, we're getting light at very unnatural times of day. And I think that all of these things are contributing to our epidemic in this country of obesity, which is a huge problem and contributes to the increased risk of diabetes. And the incidence and prevalence of diabetes has been going up and up and up in our country and many other developed countries. So this has real implications for our health and happiness, I think. But I think it's also important for us to think about trying to live in harmony with a more natural environment. And so I do encourage people not to take their phones to bed, not to take their iPads or other electronic instruments to bed with them, and try to get a good night's sleep because that's so critically important for our general health.